Okay. Before I start questioning Andy here, I'm gonna say something really quick, and then we'll begin. Um, so we're here all because of weewee, because of what happened and those that were found aiding him, whether they knew or helped him in doing what he did. We gather not to shame a man, but to examine a fracture that happened. A rupture in the order and a silence that spread until it reached the ears of all of us. It's not about hunger, not about cannibalism, but about integrity and about order and about what it means to say that you are from New Babylon. The Codex doesn't name cannibalism because the Codex never imagined we would need to. But here we are, and when our laws find no precedent, we don't panic. We try to interpret. And we call on the sacred codes not as a rigid law, but as a compass when some of us are lost. Weewee has consumed human limbs, not of Babylonian flesh, but of outsiders. And some among us knew, said nothing, supplied, and dismissed, and in doing so, you treated Babylon's moral fabric like your own to fold. It's not yours, it's ours, and shared. What is shared must be respected, even in privacy, especially in privacy. So we ask now, what is dependence and what is harm and what is order?
That's what we do it on the mic chat. I love that people can hear like what the RP is going on in here, you know? Like we don't really care. Like obviously like Lang wants it to be a secret, but OC, like if we wanted it to really be a secret, we wouldn't use the mics, right?
Trial mark not only justice, but
I think it's funny that cops and shit can hear what's going on in here. It probably sounds crazy from the outside perspective.
He is the echo, and the silence of the many is what made him loud. Let no Babylonian again say I did not know, and let no silence ever speak louder than the Codex. Andy, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. You are to answer them as truthfully as possible.
I understand.
Is your silence a form of approval or a lack of courage when it comes to what you knew about weewee and his actions?
It was a lack of courage.
Tell us what you knew when it came to weewee and what he had done.
I had heard that he was a cannibal. I did witness him not eat somebody. But I did witness him procure a limb before. I did not partake in helping him. But I also did not stop him.
When was this?
Last Friday.
Just a couple of days ago?
Yes.
Was that the first infraction you ever...
That was yes.
When you saw that, did you think to mention it to anybody?
No. And my silence means I lacked the courage to say anything.
Do you believe every accepted member of New Babylon carries full approval of all of their habits?
It's a
I'm sorry?
weirdly put question.
Do you believe every person that enters New Babylon has full approval of all of their habits?
Of all of their own habits?
Meaning...
Oh, I see what she's
because
asking. I see what she's asking.
You knew that he was a cannibal. You thought that was already accepted
Okay.
into New Babylon? Did you not find it strange? Cannibalism.
Yes, I did find it strange.
but not enough to question.
Do we get lawyers? No, we're not doing lawyers, guys. Like, we're not trying to have like a 76-hour trial, guys. Like, it's just tell your story, RP it out. It's gonna be scuffed. It is what it is. We're not building a legitimate law system like that, guys. Fuck that. Or maybe we are in the future. Who fucking knows? Right now, it's.
Like you said, I just didn't have the courage to bring it forward.
Lang, do you have any questions?
Yeah. Have you ever eaten anybody while you were here?
Meat? No. I only started even eating meat when I got here.
Have you attempted to help not only weewee but anybody here kill any sort of individual for any reason? I guess. I guess I have to be vague here. So.
No, I have not. I have not helped anybody try to kill anyone for food or otherwise.
Do you know if anybody else here has eaten a human being, post New Babylon acceptance?
Yes.
Okay, who?
Stanley.
So you stand there today. That's Stanley. What's Stanley's last name? Anybody got his last name?
Tuttles.
Stanley Tuttles. You have witnessed eat a human being.
I did not witness it. I did not witness it.
So you heard about it?
Yes.
From who?
Stanley himself.
Okay.
I did not say anything because he signed a confidentiality form with me when he told me. And he did not say that he was going to harm anybody, so I could not go against it and say anything.
All right, security, can we grab Stanley and bring him up here, put him in the line as well, please? I believe he's up there to my, he's to my right, your left, if you're facing me, by the trailer. All right, anybody else you know that was complicit in assisting any sort of cannibalism, complicit in assisting any sort of murder, whether in or outside of Babylon, or even maybe themselves was committing these acts to eat people for themselves?
No.
Not a single person.
No, I am not aware of anyone else that has done this, wanted to do this, or attempted to.
Okay. Is there anything you would like to say before, your turn is over?
The only reason I didn't bring Stanley is because it was during a session and we did sign a confidentiality form, and that would have gone against that. But this, being asked directly in court, does not go against it.
All right, I got no further questions. And if Quinn got nothing else to ask, you're good to sit down. We'll deal with you later. And then, Charlie, you're next.
Sorry.
State your name. Make sure you're speaking up, please.
Yeah, get as loud as you fucking can.
Thank you. What is it that you know about the situation that happened yesterday about weewee?
Specifically yesterday? Or would you like a full overview?
Full overview.
CJ, don't start this. Don't start this. CJ, this is what I'm talking about. Just say everything you know, bro. Say everything you know, bro. Don't leave out the thing that happened in the 24-hour, 2-minute part. Because it was 2 minutes over the 24-hour, bro. Just say everything, bro.
Weewee was committing cannibalism for a fairly long time. Like, shortly after he arrived in New Babylon, it was brought up in multiple conversations throughout camp. From there, I believe the first time...
All right, can we pause for a second? Like, actively committing cannibalism post New Babylon acceptance?
Yes. Just in terms of... When I first found out, was just the things he would say to people.
Okay, like what?
Just talking about yum-yumming. For example, like yum-yumming Apple's leg if he got hungry, or yum-yumming... hiker.
All right, well, let's pause there for a second, right? I tell motherfuckers I'm gonna kill motherfuckers all the time. I'm obviously not gonna do it. It's just the way I express my anger at you fucking idiots. Now, do you believe he was actually committing cannibalism post-acceptance, or do you just feel like he was yapping? Like, there's a very distinct difference here.
I believe when I first heard it, I thought it could be true just because of how genuine he said it. And then further down the line, I witnessed it, so it was confirmed to me.
So what did you witness exactly?
The first time I witnessed,
Bro, CJ, oh my god, there's multiple
I believe
times.
we were out on a scrap run. This would have been Skipper, Benny,
But why is CJ like the worst
Andy,
one in like complicity, chat?
and weewee. And he said he was going to ask for donations, I believe he put it, from a guy down the street. Then we witnessed him speaking to said guy. We were too far to hear the conversation. And then witnessed him chop this guy up.
Hold on. You witnessed weewee commit murder.
Yes.
On not only potentially an innocent being, but somebody that had nothing to do with New Babylon.
Correct, yeah.
And decided to say nothing.
Yes.
Why?
I think at this point, I was simply too,
By the way, you're so brain dead. Like, just so brain. You're the worst kind of viewer.
I guess, used to it being the norm, which is something that changed in my mind later on in terms of the violence.
Hold on. Can you get? Hold on.
Yeah.
What? Used to what being the norm?
I mean, just the conversations that continuously went on about him saying exactly that to people, that he wanted to.
Okay, but I'm confused. I'm talking about specifically the murder you witnessed. Why did you say nothing about that? Fuck the cannibalism. Fuck whatever came afterwards. Fuck the conversations that happened before that. You witnessed a man commit murder. Why was nothing brought forward?
I was under the impression that everybody knew he was doing exactly that.
And what gave you that impression?
The fact that he would talk about doing exactly that to people around camp.
What people?
I do not want to give specific names without being able to distinctly remember everybody that was in said conversations, because he brought it up quite a lot. It was a commonplace in every.
Okay, but we need to specify here. Is he just bringing up that he just loves to eat people, or is he specifically talking about acts of crime that he's committed?
It would be conversations such as him wanting to yum hikers, or wanting to yum different locals, such as the one that we witnessed.
Okay.
Should I continue the
Yeah, continue.
timeline of events?
Yeah.
Past that, there was we returned to camp, and that is when I believe Skipper, Benny, and I'm not sure if anybody else was there, witnessed him ingest human meat, a hand.
And what was your reaction to that?
Oh shit.
And why did you feel like you didn't need to tell anybody about this?
Because I thought it was common knowledge.
And what made you feel like it was common knowledge?
The fact that it was constantly brought up by several people and talked about within groups of several people.
Dude, CJ's like deflecting so much, it's hilarious. Okay, so all the meetings, town hall meetings, all the shit we preach about, the church, this, that, and the third, the importance of the codex, the importance of the building blocks, and how much of a stickler we have to be on the things that we're doing in the process of the first steps of building a foundation, right? All that nonsense we're preaching every fucking day, 10 hours a day, like that didn't maybe tell you, hey, maybe I should tell somebody about this just in case they're not aware? That never just crossed your mind?
I wish I could say it had. Frankly, there was no doubt in my mind that it was common knowledge.
So is the goal here like just to not take accountability and just put yourself in the basket with others, or what?
I am taking accountability. I just am giving my thought process on why I did not run to tell somebody. It is because I assumed I would be telling somebody that already knew. But I stand here taking accountability and telling you I am guilty of what I'm on the stand for, is being culpable for letting it happen and not being against it by raising the flag, because I thought everybody knew. I take full accountability for that. To continue the timeline, there's more.
I hate this answer, Chet. I hate this answer.
I went on a hiking trip with weewee, and he was speaking about wanting to quote-unquote yum hikers, and we had a very long chat about being a pacifist, what that meant. And I said that it would not be a pacifist way to harm people, to kill people, to have injury come to them by any means of our doing. After this conversation, I witnessed
Why does CJ do this, bro?
him change from attempting to harm people to scavenging for his food. And well, clearly that is still not okay. That is just my first-hand account of what I witnessed. After that, there
Can we pause there for a second? I'm just so like, what compelled you to want to assist this man in these disgusting crimes, or not even crimes, just acts? Is that how it works for you? You know, if you wake up and one of your friends is a fucking candle, hey, I'll help you out. What you need? That's just normal to you?
I don't think my thought process was wanting to assist him in eating people. I think it was more wanting to assist him in not harming people for that food, which, once again, taking accountability for. Clearly that is not okay either. After this, I was on a scouting trip with Skipper, Clark.
Like, can we pause for a second, Quinny? You got any questions?
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. At any point, did you feel any discomfort or hesitation in helping him?
There's no way there is more.
No. Helping him to, sorry. elaborate a bit, please? My question.
CJ, did she have to elaborate? Helping him eat motherfuckers. Like, this needs to be elaborated?
Oh, okay. No. My thought process wasn't, I want him to eat people. My thought process was, I don't want him to kill people.
Okay, continue with your story.
Went on a scouting trip with Clark, Hassan, Skipper, myself, Fiona, I believe, was present as well. During this trip, and this was after the hiking trip I had gone on with weewee alone. During this trip, we witnessed a mountain lion attack a hiker. At this point, half the group, being Skipper and Clark, had crossed the side of the river away from this happening, and I went and joined them. I believe Hassan stayed back with weewee, who then went towards the body of the hiker, the dead hiker. We all stood on the other side. Oh, I believe Fiona was with us on that side as well. I can't be 100% sure of that though, I think. We I believe we all pulled out binoculars and looked to the other side of where weewee and Hassan and the hiker were, and a conversation was had about what it was he was doing. And I believe the consensus of this conversation was that we believed he was likely harvesting body parts from the hiker, the dead hiker.
Is there any other stories? Anything else?
I have a question for you.
Yes.
What do you think is more dangerous? The person who consumes the flesh or the person who helps him hide it?
I need to get high for that question.
Probably both.
All right, CJ, have you ever eaten anybody? Post Babylon acceptance, in New Babylon, around New Babylon, around the world, in this galaxy? I'm trying not to be vague here, so you can't skirt any lines, and then if I find out later, you're going to say I didn't mention that.
No, I have not.
Have you, do you know about anybody else in this, in New Babylon, post acceptance, that has attempted to eat a human being, whether failed or passed, at doing so?
Yes.
Who?
No, I did not witness it firsthand, but I did hear that Stanley may have. I guess I didn't. No, that's not true. Sorry, I didn't know he ate someone, but based off of context, I could have assumed he did.
Have you been complicit in any other attempts at any sort of form of a version of cannibalism or murder with anybody in this town?
No.
Anybody outside this town?
No.
And again, just one more time for the record, you truly believe that it never at one point crossed your mind, hey, maybe I should tell somebody about this.
I'm swearing to you on this stand right now that I believed this to be common knowledge.
That's not what I asked. I didn't ask you if you believe this was common knowledge. It never once crossed your mind, out of all the things that you have witnessed and were complicit in, to maybe let somebody know what was happening. It never once crossed your mind.
No.
And you are the historian and record every lesson and conversation we have here at every town meeting every day, correct?
Correct.
All right.
May I state something?
Sure, yeah.
I do take full accountability for these actions. Thinking about it all now.
If it seemed like everybody knew, I was going to tell anyone that you guys are such stands, it's hilarious.
Something that was known by everybody standing behind me. It does feel absolutely absurd to have not raised a flag about it or some type of concern. So I do take accountability, and I am guilty of knowing that this was ongoing.
Well, not only ongoing, you were complicit in assisting it and enabling it, actually.
I was not making an effort to hide it ever. But me not bringing it up despite thinking people knew is complacency all the same.
Right. Any questions, Quinny?
No, that is all.
All right. Skipper, let's go, brother. Make this quick, please, for the love of God.